Alright, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and I'm Blue Devil. What we got going on today is Lil Durk. We all know the news. We all read the headlines. Homie got busted. He got tricked out of his position. Now he's in the feds, awaiting transport or already in transport to California. Alright. Look, we're going to get into all the details very shortly. We're actually going to be watching a video from my homie 1090 Jake. Salute to the boy. He breaks it all down, and I think the best source is him, right? So we're going to watch and we're going to break it down the best that we can. All right, but before we do that, today is Friday the 25th. This month is almost over. October is done. It's out of here, my boy. We ready for November, December, and then it is 2025. All right, 2025, a lot of changes coming to the hater world, and I hope a lot of changes coming to everybody out there. Nothing but success. Don't let nobody trick you out of your spot. Today, 2024, we got a lot of sucker ass fools that are trying to trick you because they want your spot. There's a lot of fools out there that ain't got what you got, and they stay trying to trick you. All right, beware of these fools. All right, these are the crabs that we always talk about. The crabs in the bucket, that's who we talking about. But we're going to get into all that right now. We're going to go live at like 6:30, 7 p.m. to play music. So if anybody wants to come over to the live, you want to request some music, you want to play some music, you want to promote your products, you want to promote your business, hit me up in the DM on Instagram at TheHaterWorld, or just come onto the live and follow the instructions, alright? Hopefully it'll be a long live, 6-7 hours. We haven't had a live like that in a long time. You know, hopefully. If not, then it is what it is. We'll post up for a little bit and then we'll call it a day. Now look, those that don't follow me on Kick, go over to Kick. Yesterday we did a IRL stream, which means that we went live outside in real life. We went to AM/PM, we went to Jack in the Box, we went to I don't know, we just cruised it. We did a couple of things outside in the open. And then we came back to the studio. We were also on TikTok live, so go over to TikTok. Everything is The Hater World, and if it's not The Hater World, it is just Hater World. Alright, so go chop it up, go check it out, go subscribe, go follow. With that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video. Lil Durk taken down by the feds, accused of sliding for Vaughn by paying for, you know, I don't even want to say it. But listen, we back to doing reactions. I like doing reactions. I love doing reactions. I just got distracted with a bunch of other things. But we good to go. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to see more reactions, alright? If you want to see more reactions, put it down below and we'll get it going. With that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video and get you guys that Blue Devil reaction. Let's press play.
I'm saying though, they got 63rd niggas, some dirty ass niggas, man.
We've been ready. On 6-0, we've been ready to put another nigga, under,
Ooh, Quando's a little boy. I used to have him like this, saying fuck 63rd, me and Vaughn.
There's video of this?
Google it.
No!
They be saying slide for Vaughn.
We all remember that video. I reacted to it. That video went like semi-viral within our community because I sort of like clowned Rondo for crying and you know, and people were mad at me like he's just lost his friend, blah blah blah, you know, and I responded with like, hey homie, we from the streets, we lose homies every day. That's what you get when you become part of the streets. Get ready, cause it's coming. Prison or death.
They be saying slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
For some reason, I just don't see those comments no more. Alright. DJ Academic said, I be seeing comments that say you should slide for Vaughn. Look, bro, let me make this clear before we get into this video, alright? You gonna have goofies in the comments always talking about, we ain't never see you fight. We ain't never see you buck nothing. We ain't never seen this. We ain't never seen that. Because it ain't for you to see, homie. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You're a profile photo. You're a nameless dude with a bunch of numbers and no profile photo. And you think that we, and I say we because entertainers, YouTubers, homies on the internet, gotta go and prove something to you? Bro, my boy, check it out. The way you could tell somebody is really respected is just look at the people around them. All right, when you see dudes that are all by themselves with nobody around them, then you might have to question that. All right, not always, but you might have to. But when you see somebody and you see some respectable figures in the background, something's going on, bro. Either that dude is paying or they really rock with him. And if you really want to find out, all you got to do is pick one of the guys in the backgrounds and tap in. But ain't nobody got to prove nothing to these mugroso ass dudes in the chat, homie. And I say it like this. When you put a profile photo and you could prove to me you're a real person, then we'll show you something. Until then, you ain't tricking nobody.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Thursday, October 24th, 2024, Chicago rapper Durk Banks, aka Lil Durk, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Broward County, Florida, on one charge of murder for hire.
One.
Hours earlier, an indictment was...
Hold on. One charge. Damn. That's pretty dope, bro. Let's see. Maybe it's more.
Concealed out of Los Angeles, charging 5 Chicago men with the 2020 broad day murder of 24-year-old Savia Robinson, who was more commonly known as Lil Pab, the cousin of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo.
See all that broken glass there? That's where the Escalade is parked. They're getting gas when all of a sudden the windows are blown out by gunfire. They're under attack by bullets flying all over the place. To the left, Mike, you'll give you a look. See all those white evidence markers on the ground? Each one of those is by a shell casing. Gives you an idea how many rounds are fired. Police in that alleyway, the white vehicle pulls up. 3 men get out, and they start firing at will, blasting away, targeting that black SUV, the rapper and his second person in.
Hey, I remember when we reacted to this, we all, when I say we, I mean YouTubers, right? Everybody thought it was the California gang, the 6-0, right? The 6-0. I don't want to say too much, but you get it, right? Everybody thought it was them because Rondo had made a statement that he was done being a gangbanger. I'm not sure if that one came after or before, but it was all in the midst of him, right after they got King Von. And he's saying he didn't have to check in with nobody, blah, blah, blah. And then he had issues with Big U, blah, blah, blah. All this was surfacing on the internet. So in the midst of all that dilemma, all them problems, his homeboy gets popped. And nobody, I put it to you like this, nobody on the internet thought it was anybody from Chicago, right? Everybody thought it was the California gangs, right? And if you guys remember this case right here, they rolled up to the truck and they put the strap inside of the window and unloaded with a switch, homie. They chopped that fool in half. And they didn't get Quando Rondo. They got his homeboy, but they didn't get Quando Rondo. As a matter of fact, right after this, that's when Quando said he was done with the gang banging. He had dropped his flag. This incident made him do that, but I think this was 2021 or 2022. Let's go.
Side. Once that SUV is hit by the gunfire, they take off, they hit the gas, and they drive a few blocks away into West Hollywood. They wind up stopping over at Santa Monica and San Vicente, right in the very heart of West Hollywood. They pull over there because the wounds to the man who was hit inside the Escalade too severe. He's bleeding. They pull over. 911 is called. Paramedics rush in. They take the injured man who's hit by gunfire to the ER. He does not make it, does not survive.
Of the 5 men indicted, Didi, Vonnie, and Boogie would be identified as members or associates of OTF, a record label formed in 2010 by Lil Durk. The indictment would state on November 6, 2020, Davon Bennett, aka King Von, a high-ranking member of OTF, got into a physical altercation with Taekwon Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. During the fight, an associate of Quando named Lil Tim pulled out a gun and shot Vaughn multiple times, killing him. After the murder, a man only identified as co-conspirator 1, made it clear to OTF Didi and 3 other unnamed men that he would pay a bounty to anyone who took part in killing Quando for his role in Von's death. He'd communicate this hit in coded language. OTF Didi, the cousin of Lil Durk, would double down, offering anyone responsible for Quando's death lucrative music opportunities on top of the money being promised. 2 years later, it was now August 18th, 2022.
So Durk had put out, look, let's get Quando Rondo deleted, and I'll break bread, and I'll give you a music career and put you up on game. That's why when you see people in the comments always talking about you ain't did nothing, fool, you don't even know what's going on in the backgrounds, homie. All these moves that are being made that are not for the internet. Not everything is for the internet, homie. But sometimes the artist feels like he has to satisfy the watchers, the fans, because if not, you lose your persona. You lose who people believe you are, right? Because people know Little Durk for being a savage from Chirac. I was first introduced to Lil Durk in 2012 with the song "This Ain't What You Want." That song's a banger, bro. I put on a lot of people around me. They didn't even like Durk. Durk was nobody at that time, you know. And now he one of the biggest rappers, right? But he got this image of being a stepper, right? He a stepper. So now when they murk his right hand man, King Von, people are looking at him like, you ain't gonna go slide, homie? You out here making all this money, doing all these things, and you ain't gonna go slide for your homeboy? And you lose watchers, you lose subscribers, you lose fans, you lose credibility. People start looking at you weak. So now you sitting there like, damn, I gotta prove it to all these dudes, you know, when this ain't for the internet. Or, you know, I let it go. Or the homie's handling business. But it feels like you gotta prove it to these clowns. It sucks, homie. And the people that are asking you to prove it to them are fucking warehouse workers. They're warehouse workers. They're forklift drivers. They're gardeners. They are dudes that are not even in the street. It's wild. It is wild. Let's go.
The conspirators learned that Quando was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. OTF Didi would recruit 2 gang members from Chicago that were unaffiliated with OTF, named Flocka and Brown Eyes. Didi would have co-conspirator 3 purchase them tickets from Chicago to San Diego by using an OTF credit card. Didi would confirm all 3 of them had the same airline tickets and would send a message on Instagram saying, "On my way to LA." Didi and another OTF associate known as Boogie would travel with Flocka, Brown Eyes, and a man only known as co-conspirator number 2 from Chicago to San Diego with the plan to kill Quando Rondo.
Oh my God. Why would you use a credit card that's tied to OTF? Why would one of the shooters post, "On my way to Cali"? Listen, sometimes you don't think, like, you do things right. And this goes to other people that do like scams and like finesse on the internet. You do things and you think about it like, oh, man, they ain't paying attention to me. They don't care what I'm doing. I'm nobody. Well, they ain't gonna look into that. But they really are, though. But they really are. Everything is traceable nowadays. You know, nowadays we live in a society where they could trace your phone call off the closest tower, cell phone tower. They could trace this, they could trace that. Bro, prepaid cards. Prepaid cards. I remember back in the day we used to get the Nextels at the gas station, and you can literally you had to like put a name on it, you know, like you know, like what is it, what am I talking about, like an account name on it. And we used to use fake names. I used to always use Pedro Infante. I remember Pedro Infante, right? Because they didn't do no background checks. They were prepaid phones, right? All they needed was a name to be able to turn the phone on. I don't know if prepaid phones are like that now, but you could find a way to get a throwaway, homie. A throwaway phone. If you're going to do a crime, hopefully you don't, but do a throwaway crime, you can grab a throwaway phone. You feel what I'm saying? Get a prepaid card. Many ways, bro, but to use your own personal card, to use your personal phone, it's over, bro. It is over. It is over. Like, I don't know. Maybe Durk wasn't thinking like they gonna investigate me. They're not gonna know it was me. I don't know, dog. But that shit just seems like nobody was really the brains of the operation. There was no brains.
That same day, OTF Vonnie traveled by private jet from Miami to LA to facilitate the hit. Vonnie, who could be seen shopping at Icebox with King Von back in 2020, would be seen shopping again, but this time obtaining cars, ski masks, and guns for the hit team. Landing in San Diego, Didi and his team would drive to Los Angeles County, meeting up with Vonnie, who purchased full black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles County using cash. Once again using an OTF credit card, Vonnie would book a hotel room at the Universal City Hotel. Vonnie would provide the hit team with guns, including a 10mm Glock with a switch.
Damn,
He'd also provide a white BMW and a white Infiniti with a fake license plate. With no time to waste, the hit team would get right to work, traveling to Quando's hotel to find, track, and kill him.
Hey, that's crazy, huh? It sounds like a mission on GTA 5. You know, you have the guy that was in a private jet that was given the company credit card. He was given money, and he's the one that traveled on the jet to LA, while the other dudes, the hitmen, alleged, right, got there on the regular plane, and were waiting for them, waiting for the dude in the jet to bring them the ski mask, the cohetes, the car, all of that, right? Well, he was the brains, but he really wasn't the brains, my boy. How in the hell are you using the company credit card, dog? Like, even then, fool. Look, there's so many ways you could have done this. You could have went and got a homeless lady from around the block and drove her to the sporting goods and been like, "Here's 100 cash. Go in there and buy this. This is the list." Like, you could have paid for the private jet with the company card, but then everything else cash. And you should have stayed in the Momo and had some type of event to cover your tracks. There's so many ways this could have played out, and you didn't. It's wild, bro. It is wild.
But they'd have no luck. It wouldn't be until the next day they'd spot Quando's black Escalade. They'd follow Quando to a marijuana dispensary and then a clothing store, waiting for the right moment to strike. The feds were able to pull surveillance photos of the two vehicles tracking the Escalade, which eventually pulled into a gas station. We'll never know the conversation that took place inside of that car, but they decided at that moment it was time to take action. Boogie would park inside an alley next to the gas station as the three shooters exited the vehicle, ambushing the Escalade and opening fire. Quando Rondo was inside of the vehicle with his sister as gunfire erupted, while Lil Pab had been standing next to it outside. Bullets would shatter glass, pierce metal, and push through flesh, leaving Pab on the ground as the shooters fled. Now dying, Pab would be placed back inside of the Escalade as they drove off, only making it less than a mile away before flagging down the police.
And look, this is not equal, bro. King Von gets taken out and Little Pub gets taken out. Little Pub. It's not equal, dog. King Von was on his way to the top. He was a breadwinner. That fool was ready to become rich as hell. So Little Pub is not the guy they wanted. They wanted Rondo Quando. So in all true reality, I mean, I guess you guys took someone out, but we didn't want that guy, bro. I don't mean me. I mean, they didn't want that guy. You know, they wanted Quando Rondo. You got to get like 4 bodies to equal King Von, bro. They got to get like 4 bodies to equal King Von. Let's go.
CPR would fail, and Quando would be left screaming out as he just witnessed his cousin get gunned down the same way the world witnessed King Von go out. By now, the shooters had fled in the getaway vehicle, later traveling to a burger restaurant to discuss payment. The shooters would be driven back down to San Diego and flown back to Chicago that same night, with OTF DD paying the shooters an undisclosed amount on behalf of co-conspirator number 1. With his arrest being announced, it's believed none other than Lil Durk will soon be identified as co-conspirator 1 and held responsible by the federal government for having...
And this is all because King Von was trying to fight Rondo Quando, right? Or somebody in that camp. And nobody had that respect, and they gunned him down. But you gotta remember, Quando, Rondo, and King Von were homies. Right? You got. It's like this, bro. It's hard. It's hard because you got a gang of homies that are loose cannons, right? They're wild. You can't take them anywhere. But if I see somebody that I used to be cool homies with, and it's just a squabble, that's what it's gonna be, dog. Unless it goes to the next level, but it don't need to go to the next level. It's just a squabble, you know. But then you got homies around you that might not be with the squabble. They might be with the gunplay. And they might say like, nah, homie, right? That ain't going down. But in all true reality, you just squabbling, but you can't control the homie. You know, politics. That's why sometimes you need structure. Sometimes you need politics. You need a big homie. You need somebody that's like, nah, dog, just let them get down, homie. We ain't doing none of that. You know, but a lot of times, bro, in the black gangs, not to speak on what they got going on, but I do know that sometimes in the black gangs, there is no structure. There is no one guy that's bigger than the next. There's not one guy that has more power than that guy. And when it comes to the Mexicans, it's a little bit different, bro. You got to follow in line or there's repercussions, you know, and it's for a reason, bro, to avoid a lot of stupid shit. But let's continue.
Members of OTF recruit a hit team, travel across state lines, and commit murder for hire. Under federal law, this would mean Lil Durk is possibly facing federal execution, as the death penalty may apply. If sought by federal prosecutors, the only way to escape federal death would be by taking a plea deal for a life sentence in federal prison. Since the death of King Von, Durk would be consistently trolled online by 3 words: slide for Von.
Every time Durk says something online, you got all these fans and trolls telling him to, you know, slide for Von.
King Von got killed and Lil Durk didn't slide for Von, which is like a meme online, and they're like, we like Young Boy because, you know, like these kids like really believe that they're a part of these real situations. Yeah. And these kids are out here just saying this shit like
Von died. So I don't know no politics.
See? Look at the people that are always saying slide for Von. Bunch of nobodies, bro. Who's 6'9"? A rat? Stay out of grown man politics, homie. Stay out of street dudes politics. King Von really outside. Lil Durk was really outside. These homies really from the jungles. You not. Shut your mouth. And that should be the answer to all these nobodies on the internet. And it goes to me too. Blue Devil, you ain't catch no face. Man, shut your mouth. We really be outside. And you gonna have a goofy at the bottom. Fool, you don't go outside. You're always in your warehouse. It's crazy, bro. Listen, to all the homies out there that are making money, that made it out the struggle, that was able to live to see 30, 35, 25, and you done with that, or you is there, but you not really full throttle because we know now we got little homies, we got the younger generation, but you still on call. Listen, my boy, don't let these weird ass fools in the comments try to trick you out your spot, dog. Be happy that you made it out. Be happy that you survived, and be happy that we was outside when it was time to be outside, when it counted. Ain't no outside now. Now it's all internet. Now it's like, let me just do it to prove it to these fools. Man, all these fools are bums, homie. If you ain't got no photo on your thing, you can't be talking, homie. You hiding from something. You hiding from something. If you ain't got no photo on your profile, you hiding from something. You running, bro. And if you running, you ain't got nothing to say. Because if you really tapped in, if you really ain't hiding, then there shouldn't be a problem with you addressing who you really are. So look, to all the homies on the internet, and when I mean homies, I mean all the homies that are doing something. These bozos that are faceless, that's all they are bozos. Don't pay attention to them.
Hey, listen, why is this nigga not sliding on the nigga? How you know what they doing?
Facts.
Just because it ain't publicized.
Facts.
Those 3 words would gain hundreds of thousands of views, and Trap Lord Ross would even document multiple attempts made on Quando's life since Vaughn's death in a video titled Sliding for Vaughn. With College Kid breaking the news of the 5 men indicted for the murder of Lil Pab, he'd include a clip of No Jumper's Bricc Baby previously speaking on the topic.
Oh yeah,
Slide for Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
Say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash?
Damn.
Nah.
All these fools like to tell. Look, I get it. Maybe they're not telling with like, hey, this is the guy that killed this guy. No. They're talking in codes, right? But again, they're doing it to impress a bunch of nobodies. Bricc Baby, all he had to say was like, I don't know, though. I don't know what the homie got going on. I don't know. And then you got Flacco. Oh, but for this guy, he got this guy. Which one did he get? And I get he's doing his job, homie. He's doing his job because he's a reporter. He's trying to get people to talk. But this is when Bricc says, I don't know nothing. Because Bricc is the street dude, not Flacco. Bricc is supposed to shut it down. I don't know, dog. That ain't my politics. Fuck, dog. It's crazy out here. Damn. Hey, so now all the faceless little Sly for Vaughn. You happy? Can you sleep better now knowing that your favorite rapper handled his business? Now he's facing life or the death penalty. Does that make you sleep well at night? You a weirdo, homie. Weirdo ass dudes, I swear. Let's go.
Cause Lil Pab.
Oh.
What? Wow, I never saw this. Damn, that fool straight snitched. Dog, if that's not a snitch, what is it? He just put 2 and 2 together. Wow. Wow.
Wait, no. Like,
They
who died?
Say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lil Pab.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on like no more Slide for Vaughn.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Being that this is a federal murder case and will likely be pursued as a death penalty case, we can expect this to take years before a final sentence. More details will be coming to light, as well as more arrests, because every unnamed conspirator in this indictment is about to be taken into custody. It's almost guaranteed Durk will not be granted any type of pretrial release.
Bro, he's not gonna get bail. Hopefully the homie does. Listen, and I'm not glorifying somebody that likes to delete people, but listen, dog, when you play in the streets and you from the streets, this is what the streets create, right? So you can't be mad at the homie for doing what he gotta do, right? Free the real, free the solid, and keep the fake. But people are putting out narratives that he tried to flee to Italy and flee to Dubai and go here and go there. Bro, listen, which is true or not true, I don't know. I'm not here for that. But now you got the feds looking at this, and they're going to be like, you were trying to flee? That means you're going to try to flee if we give you bail. So we not going to give you bail. This fool's not getting bail, dog. This fool going to be in there for the next 2 years fighting this case. It's going to be a tough ride, my boy. Listen, jail is not a place that you would want to be, not even recommend that or wish that upon your worst enemy, my boy. Listen, I don't want beef with nobody. Listen, I survived what I survived. I'm glad that I'm here. I don't want beef with nobody. Too many snitches out there. Too many people snitching on accident. Too many old, washed up nobodies trying to trick you out your spot. I don't want no beef, dog. Yeah, you guys win, alright? I want to be comfortable here in my man cave. I want to post up and kick it with my homies. I want to spend some money. I want to eat some, some raw fish. Call it what you want, dog. I want to do all that. I ain't trying to be behind no bars because I had to prove it to a bunch of nobodies because this mugroso rapper feels mad at me. Nah, dog. As a matter of fact, I ain't even talking about these mugrosos no more. We talking about Charles Barkley. It's wild out here, dog. Listen, you ain't tricking nothing out of nothing, my boy. You win. If that makes you feel good at night, you win, dog. And it ain't even about being scared, none of that. It's about nowadays, bro, we living in a world where nobodies think they more gangster than gangsters. You got a gangster that really put in work and did all this and survived, and you got a nobody that comes and tries to trick you at your spot. Nah, dog. You the gangster. You win, G. You win. You win. All right, check back in 20 years, see if you're not doing life for some dumb shit. Let's continue.
And this could very well be the end of the rapper's career and freedom. An ending almost predicted in his song Redman. Now, like I said in the video,
Listen, shout out to 1090 Jake. That's my boy, dog. He taps in all the time. He'll hit me when they got anything to do with Southern Cali homies. He'll tap in like, hey, who's this fool right here? He hit me up. Who's this guy? I be like, nah, fool, that fool, no, this fool, that fool. Nah, don't, So shout out to the boy 1090. I'm going to hit him to come do a pod. But listen, to all the young homies out there, dog, listen, if this is the life you chose, then go ahead and handle it full throttle, my boy. You got 20 years, 10 years of heartaches and pain. You chose it, you gotta go through it. You wanna be a gangster, you wanna be out here putting in work, you wanna be from a gang. Listen, I'm nobody to preach. Go handle your business. Alright? Those that already made it out the struggle and were able to surpass doing life or 10 or 20, or were able to do 10 and 20 and get out, my boy, enjoy your life. Let these little youngsters do what you did 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's their turn now. That's what you want, then that's what you gonna do. Other than that, I'm gonna enjoy my freedom. I'm gonna do what I do, dog. You guys go ahead and continue to run up the comments saying all this little dumb shit. You gonna watch anyways. So it is what it is. With that being said, free the real, free the solid, keep the fake. Hopefully Lil Durk can make it out of this one. R.I.P. King Von. And to all the little fake busters, hey, my boy, listen, you continue to do what you think is right. Salute to 1090, salute to all the watchers. We're going to go live at 6:30, 7 p.m. Maybe 7. We're going to go live at 7 p.m., all right? Get your music ready. Let's have a long night. We're going to be live on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. With that being said, salute to everybody. I'll give you guys some updates when they arise. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below. And let's get it.